So my name is Brian Shortt. I am a physicist working at the European Space Agency at the technical centre called ESTEC in the Netherlands. My role at the agency is to work on the development of the enabling technologies required to allow us to develop and fly future space science missions. So these are science missions proposed by the community within Europe. Missions to maybe take images of the stars or to fly to a planet or an asteroid. The most rewarding thing is our job is to develop the technologies to allow missions to be successfully selected for flight. So we have to make sure that the technical risk is low enough that we can proceed to buy a spacecraft, to buy a launch vehicle, to build instruments. The most rewarding part of the work is when you have worked on the development of technologies that has enabled the scientific community to have a mission selected. One of the reasons I like this job is I would say, the days are very varied. And so a typical working day can be quite hard to describe. A typical week, could be filled with visiting a company, a contractor who's performing some work for the agency, going to their facilities, inspecting their equipment. Maybe they're getting ready for a test and you have to go there and sign off on the test that you believe it's going to be an accurate test of what they have to measure. Another day could be meetings all day to review progress on a different project. You might spend one day a week at your desk answering emails and phone calls. There's a great variety, and that makes it quite stimulating. Like in any job, there's an amount of bureaucracy that you have to accept and deal with, and everybody has different thresholds for how much bureaucracy they can accept. So mine would be quite low. So I think the worst thing is, we are a government or intergovernmental organization, or European level organization, and so there are a lot of different stakeholders involved, a lot of different requirements to be met for those to provide the budgets with it to the agency, and so there can be quite a bit of bureaucracy. The proudest moment in my career, probably to date, has been work that I did after I studied in Ireland. I moved to the US and I worked at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory for a few years. There I worked on the development of instrumentation, some of which turned out to be very successful. And one of the projects involved the development of instrumentation to measure the quality of the atmosphere that's breathed by the astronauts on the space station. And so that equipment flew to the space station and could monitor in real time if the air was safe for the astronauts to breathe. So I think that was a nice achievement.